Let's always do this now.
Okay.
Look at
And
that.
we are live.
Woo!
Welcome to the Hamityville Horror, everybody. Thank you for visiting. I'm Clint.
I'm Don.
And
Hi,
I'm
Don.
that guy that block says Clarence Adams on.
Yeah, we got Clarence Adams with us right now.
Nice.
So we're hopefully waiting on a couple other people to come on real soon. And we did find out that one of our participants is not going to make it. Man of the hour, Joshua Adams, is having a birthday today. So happy birthday if you're
Birthday,
watching,
man.
and I'm sorry that you
Acts like
couldn't
he's
make it.
special, something like it's his day,
Yeah.
like he was
Yeah,
born or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, I mean, what's that all about?
I
But
have no
any
idea.
rate, I am at least very excited to talk to you, Clarence. One of the things that I wanted to do before we actually started talking about the project that's at hand was basically just find out your background and what you normally do, and then how you got involved with this project. I mean, would you mind talking a little bit about what you normally have going on all the time?
Well, what I have going on normally all the time. I don't know if that's for this show, but
Oh well,
Uh, well, I did. Basically, it started off in the military. I did 10 years in the Army as a bomb technician.
Oh
Um,
Jesus,
I
thank
was
you.
21 Bravo, and then I went in and reclassed as an 89 Delta, which is explosive ordnance disposal. And I did my time overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan. And when I got home, it's like I started doing the private sector and the military side, the private military contracting. Started
Hmm.
doing celebrity protection and things of that nature, and going overseas with Blackwater and triple canopy and stuff. Um, and then
Damn.
the wife wanted me to
God
retire
damn.
because she was afraid I was getting shot at too many times. I mean,
That's nature of the
I could
beast.
live in New York. But anyway, um, I started getting into like the haunt type stuff at like Creepy Hollow Haunted House in Bishopville, South Carolina. And I started there as Michael Myers, just kind of doing my thing and creeping people out. And I was like, man, what would be great is to kind of venture out to other characters. So I started doing like other characters, as you can see behind all these
Yeah.
masks and stuff people I play
Yeah, before we
and
got
all
on
that
tour,
good
we
stuff.
got a brief little tour of what you got going on there. Is it possible to do it again? I mean,
Yeah, we could do it again. It's like,
what we
well,
saw
I
was
can actually show you
awesome.
my old military kit where I was actually law enforcement and stuff like that. It's
Oh, dude.
still there.
That's
Wow,
awesome,
you
dude.
So,
got all that.
but anyway, this is going to be my year's haunt character. This is Bash the Clown,
Bash the
and
Clown.
that's a real bulletproof vest. So
Oh shit.
I
Jesus.
don't play around. You never know how
Fuck
many
no.
people hate clowns.
You ain't lying.
That is true.
Yeah, that's
I
We
true.
got
happen to love
Jigsaw.
clowns, but
That's because you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. We got Jigsaw. We got
Jesus
a
Christ, they're all
modern
full size.
Mandalorian type.
Yeah.
We got Batman, the Val
Batman
Kilmer.
looks. Does he got nipples?
Yeah, I got the nipples.
Good.
Oh, okay. So
Oh
Good.
is
yeah.
that indicate a specific era of
That's
Batman?
George
Is
Clooney's
that George
Batman.
Clooney Batman?
No, that's not the George Clooney. It's Val Kilmer.
No?
Val Kilmer.
Batman
Sorry.
Oh, Val
Forever.
Kilmer. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he had nipples too.
Fucking right.
And then
I
the
have to go
the
back and
movie
look.
that I will be start filming is The Hag, and this is the
The
the mask
heck.
for it.
She's beautiful.
And then we
That's
have the
awesome.
'66
Yeah,
Adam
Adam
West.
West.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then here's some steampunked female stuff right here, and it's got all the like little bells and whistles.
Oh, that's beautiful. I know
Yeah,
some
that's
people
And
who
then
fucking
we
would
have
love that.
Oh yeah.
we got Deadpool,
Fucking
That's
Deadpool.
fucking awesome, man. That's great.
but these are the characters I end up playing um, at conventions or haunts and stuff. There's like still stuff over here like Jason mask, Leatherface mask, and paintings I've done throughout the years and had
Yeah,
signed.
so you did all those paintings?
Yes, I did.
Jeez, man.
Well,
That's
see,
I'm not even gonna lie. That's pretty talented. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
was
could
about to
give me
say.
a paint by numbers and I'd still fuck it up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you ain't
Well, see,
lying.
when you've done so much, like I try to advocate the thing where PTSD. I do suffer
Yeah.
from PTSD because of my time in service, but I've
Right.
found a way to manage, and that's through my art. And I
Awesome.
don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. It's like I start getting angry. What I do is I take that negative energy and I'll go create something, and it
Fucking
kind of turns into a
fantastic.
positive thing.
That is
So,
I
fantastic.
love that. That is a personal
and
philosophy
that's
of
why
mine too.
that's why you see all this stuff. It keeps me going.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
you know, my ninja nunchucks made out of beer. Yeah.
Oh, fucking right. Oh yes. Practice
But
in
stuff
spare
like
time.
that, just being bored and improvising
Yeah.
and making things.
Yeah.
But once I started doing all that, I ended up getting into photography, and I do a lot of photography. I've been published a few times, like in Sanctuary magazine. Recently, it's going to be Sinister magazine. They're going to put
Okay.
one of my pictures up on the cover and do a 10-page spread, which is going to be pretty cool. Started doing that, and then, like I said, I got into videography and cinematography stuff, and that's kind of when me and Josh linked up because he saw my work. He's like, hey, I really like your style of photography, and what can you do with a camera? So I was like, well, just give me a chance.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we're doing a movie called The Grind. It's a fan-based film. I know a lot of people don't do fan-based or whatever, and I wanted to really make this about Leatherface. Can you do something with it? So he sent me the script. I read it, and as soon as I was reading it, I was getting flashes of what I would envision as a audience member want to capture on the big screen. And I was like, man, this is an angle I would see. This is what I would feel. This is what would make this really intense. And I told him, he says, yeah, I could do a promo shoot for photos, and then we could probably throw a trailer together. Even though Cody wasn't available for the trailer, I stepped in as Leatherface. I'm not a big guy like Cody. He's swole, like he got stung by 1,000 bees or something.
That
Yeah,
motherfucker is
I
huge.
saw his pictures, and that dude is just massive.
I mean,
Jacked.
He's a monster. He's
Jacked.
a monster. But I told about I could do it because Angel and Amy, they're both close in proximity to where I live, not too
Mhm.
far. So I said, yeah, I could line up with them. I could shoot with them. So we did like a photographer, basically a photo shoot and a trailer shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
It took about 4 to 6 hours. And once we got done, I think it took me a week to edit everything and throw the trailer together because it just seemed like I was so into it that everything was falling in place.
Yeah.
And it's like I really got into the whole script of it being about Leatherface and how he's supposed to be this childlike person and doesn't know that he's doing something wrong. And you kind of almost feel sorry for him, but then again, you don't. But I also wanted to capture the whole brutality of it, which if you look at the trailer, I kind of,
Oh yeah,
me
you
playing
kind
the
of
Leatherface,
hit
I
that.
kind of hit it, what I'm saying? I grabbed her up really hard, and I told Angel, says, I'm sorry, but if I'm acting, I'm going to put
100%.
100% in here. I'm going to show you that if I could capture it on film, it looked legit. People are going to be legitimately afraid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said, when I grab you, I'm going to grab you hard, and I'm going to squeeze like I'm really choking you. So just get that out the way. So you cool with that? She says, yeah, let's do it. So
There you go.
we ended up running through, and Amy was cool with it. We had a really good time on set and had a lot of fun, and just shooting the trailer, and they both were amazing. I mean, everything you see there was not any other sounds dubbed over on them. That was all them. And from the raw camera itself, there was no
It's pretty amazing.
voiceovers or nothing.
It's
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
what really jumped head first into it when I saw it. I was like, yeah, I definitely want to get this out there because, and I mean, let's face it, anybody can do a fan film. Oh shit. Well, boom.
There's
be
my
one of them.
angel.
Hi, friend.
Hey.
Talk about you.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
Oh, not too much. Just
I
sitting here
was just telling
shooting the
how I was
shit.
choking you.
He's talking
Yeah.
about choking people and all that jazz.
hmm hmm And it was nice of him to say that
choking was a fun time.
it was nice of him to say he got consent first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
got
That's definitely what's most important.
Uh-oh, she having
I'm a
connection problems like
professional.
Ryan did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, having some signal issues with you.
Hold on, let me see if I can fix it.
It got better there for a second.
Maybe if she moves closer, her forehead will get a better reception.
God
Wow.
damn, that's fucking brutal. Savagery.
Ah,
Phew.
she knows how I am.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no
There's
doubt.
not a moment that goes by when we was on the set that somebody wasn't laughing about some stupid crap I was saying.
Hey, that just means you're fun to work with,
Okay,
man.
is that better?
For the
Yeah, that
time
got a little
being,
bit better.
yes.
Yeah. I think we can work with it for the moment, as long as it stays that way.
Okay.
Gotcha. So here's one thing I want to ask you, Clarence, and I guess both you guys can probably chime in. So out of anything, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I mean, let's face it, that's an ambitious thing to try to mimic, duplicate, come up
It's
with
tough to
anything,
tackle. Yeah.
whether it's fan, whatever, it's got that name in it. And Steve Merlo has one, the Sawyer Massacre, that's coming out too. And I think it's kind of nice. I think maybe the Netflix Texas Chainsaw that came out, I think this is kind of what spurred this on. Because for one thing, a lot of people did not like that adaptation of it. And I know that you were thinking about this long before that came out, but I think a lot of people kind of got behind these fan films and were like, I think we can do better than that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can.
I totally agree with that. It's just, I believe that, like you said, the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that came out on Netflix is what was a big awakening for a lot of people to really kind of push the envelope of Leatherface. I mean, do I personally like it? Whatever. But it was just somebody taking the chance at a different outlook, And there's so much you got to do with looking into a fan film. You just can't think about, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to stop, like, basically rewrite the whole thing. You can't do that because there's such a backstory to it, and you want to kind of marry that in. Because if you don't, nobody's going to look at it like, hey, this is a really good Texas Chainsaw fan film. Because you got to have that backstory. You got to have the ties in it, because that's what's going to grab you, and that's what the grind is going to do. It's going to grab you because it does have them backstories in it. It does have relations to the older movies and things like that, and that's where the die-hard horror fans will see the difference between the new one and a actual fan film that wants to basically piggyback off of the original. And it's like, it's not a sequel or a prequel. It is to piggyback. It's just, hey, we want to put this out here. This is our rendition of it. This is the guys that are, we're pushing something new, but with that backstory.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because the original movie, you basically only saw one story. And this is a family of people, who have had multiple encounters with people, and there was multiple disappearances, I'm sure. So we covered one of them with that movie. So, I mean, to piggyback, I think is kind of a smart idea because it's kind of happening, not necessarily the same time, but it's just another one of those stories. And God, you could do that endlessly if you wanted to.
Right.
Yeah.
Could, but you got to do it right. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, not necessarily. Let me rephrase that. It's not necessarily you have to do it right. You have to do you have to keep it true to some degree of the story, you know. And I think and Clint just said it really well, was you only got to see one part of the story when you know the original came out, and then when the second one came out, as batshit fucking crazy as that movie was,
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to see the whole shebang. You got to see the whole family. Maybe not how you envisioned it, but you got to see the whole family, and you know, it kind of opened up the doors with that. You know, hey, now we have more family members. And then, you know, 3 came out, and then that was just a clusterfuck of a movie. You know, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. You know, if you can piggyback off the original and keep it true to the original, it's like Clint said, you do it a million times. It's not easy to do, but it's not hard to do either. So
yeah.
Something else that I really appreciate, either, you know, about like reboots or remakes or, you know, fan films, it kind of reintroduces, you know, to a new generation, you know, like that character, and it gets that new generation interested in wanting to see how that character originated, you know, what the story is and everything too. So I definitely can appreciate all the, you know, the fan films and reboots and all that. I think it's just a different perspective, you know, and you're going to have people who love or hate everything, you know. You're not going to be able to please everybody, but I think we're going to be able to please everybody with this with the grind. I think it's going to be pretty gnarly.
That's awesome.
I love the trailer.
Oh, that teaser was great.
Dude, that like I was telling Clarence, that's what really got it, you know, on my radar real quick. Was I was like, okay, well, Angel's in it, you know, Amy's in it. I'm like, you know, 2 of my favorite people, and then it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then, you know, just watching the trailer, I'm like, wow, I don't even give a shit who'd be in this now, because this just looks amazing.
Yeah.
So, and I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the version of Leatherface, as far as like on the poster and everything, I look almost like 2003's Leatherface a little bit, like the remake of it, which I hate to say it, but that's my favorite out of them all, is the 2003 remake. I even like that more than the original. Just because it's terrifying. I mean, not to say the original wasn't, but like Angel said, it was just a new take. You know, it was a new take on an old story. Man, that's how you do it. If you're gonna do it like that.
Yeah, just grime it up.
Yeah. That's what's really crazy about yours. I'm like, I need to go get a fucking shower after watching this teaser. It's only like a minute long. I'm like,
does. It makes me feel so dirty.
It's
I gotta give it to Angel, because the whole time we were shooting it, I felt really bad about it, because I kept turning over and looking at her while I was filming, you know, Amy doing her stuff in the wheelchair. I was like, hey, you okay over there? She goes, yeah. I was like, you've been chained to that table for like an hour. Do you need to get up? Do you need to move? No, I'm fine. I'm like, gee, she's a trooper. So she was like, when I strapped her to the table, I strapped her to the table. She could not get up if she wanted to. I was like,
yeah.
Because like I said,
I was strapped down for a fun time.
Visual, right? I was like, if I want to do the visual, make sure it's going to look right, I'm going to strap you down for real. It's not like, hey, I'll baby it. Because when I want you to cue it in, that struggle, I want you to struggle. Like, put the struggle in there. And Angel captured that just playing around in the trailer. She captured that so well. Like, she's really struggling. But
it looked good to me.
She laid there for like an hour, you know, on that table. And it's not comfortable, because that table's like all cut up and it's all metal and everything. It's just really a gnarly table, and there's blood all over because of squirting. Just squirt blood everywhere. Just kept squirting it.
So is that like shot in somebody's garage or something?
Really sold that. No,
there's actually, right across from where Clarence lives.
Okay. I love you guys.
There's like
locales are not easy to find either.
Cotton gin. Yeah. I have an old banded cotton gin. It's right across the street from my house. and it has a
Oh
lot of
shit!
aesthetics for a lot of cool stuff. It has an old
That's fucking
bird
cool.
barn, and it has hay and stuff in it, an old feed store, and then it also has the old cotton mill that's basically was abandoned place, just like shut it off and walked out, so they still have cotton inside the thing and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, if you guys
Just over the
remember the Carrie photo shoot that I did, that was done in the same. It was done in the same
Okay.
place as the grind
Oh.
trailer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool. No, and that's really wild that
Yeah,
you guys
we
can get a hold of that stuff because locations are expensive and they're
And
hard to find.
yeah,
Man.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Not
like
to be gross, but
I have that.
Don't
It's
be
like
gross.
it's great because it's right across the street from my house, so I ain't got to worry
Yeah.
about it. It's like, hey, just come here. Hey, it's a great place. You got the room if you need to stay for the night. We got guest
I
room.
can sleep till noon because it's right there. I can just walk across the street.
yeah.
But we live right in the middle of a horse farm, so it's like right in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
All three sides of my house is surrounded by horses,
Sweet.
and then like 6 miles up the road, I own like 29 acres too. So it's like farmland, and then it's got 10 acres of woods and stuff. So
Damn.
I don't have to have a location or spend money on it. I have it. So
Yeah, that's awesome because that's a lot of money saved.
that's always, yes, it is. It's
What
awesome.
were you
also, if
say,
you ever
Clint? You
need
mean-
some like
I was trying.
Clint's trying to be gross, apparently. What are you trying to be gross
I was
with?
trying to
No, I
get
was just gonna say, if
Josh
there's still-
to use the actual cotton mill across the street, but
Yeah.
I think we're shooting it in what is it, Tennessee? I think we're shooting
Tennessee, yeah.
Oh.
But there's also
Like I
a whole
said,
bunch of like gross fish bones behind his den, behind that place. It's really funky, actually. We were walking back there to take different photos, like in the field and stuff, and there's just like fish heads and bodies back there. Like, okay, all right,
That just adds the element, that's for sure.
right.
That creates questions.
See, I got people that come to the tall pine. Basically, it's like a tall pine farm where they grow just trees and lumber it out. When they go back there, they'll eat, and when they go fishing, they'll basically
They'll dress them out there?
cut
Do
them
the whole
up,
thing.
eat back there. They'll start a little fire, just cut it up, whatever. And of course, they leave the fish
Okay.
bones out there. So it was really cool. To see a big old full body
Yeah.
catfish is probably like maybe like this big. Sitting back there.
Man,
Yeah,
let me,
this adds to the element, man. I mean,
There you go.
dude, this task set that I was just on, depravity. There was a freaking mummified squirrel inside of the furnace.
god damn.
Scott's
Yeah, that
uncle
is
just comes in and like he's just like kind of cleaning up the place, I guess. And this furnace has not been opened in a really long time, and just pulls out a
Really?
squirrel all intact, just no eyeballs or anything. We're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You should cast it
We
in
should
clear epoxy.
throw that in a shot somewhere.
That's awesome.
Oh, cast
Poor
it
bastard got in
some
there,
clear
couldn't get out.
epoxy and put it on,
Yeah.
on the desk or something.
Yeah.
Check this out.
That's
You
going
want
up
a
on
really
the wall
fat
somewhere.
squirrel in epoxy.
Yeah. I wanted to keep it, but they threw it in a ditch. I was like,
Ah, what?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That thing, you can use that on multiple movies.
right?
Yeah.
Why not? Damn, that is
Where the
awesome.
hell you ain't gonna be? Well, you don't need a mummified squirrel, yeah.
I need one right
You need a
now.
mummified squirrel.
I need one right now. I don't even know what the fuck I'd use it for, but I now know it exists. I need it.
Now you need it. Yeah.
Now I need it. That's awesome.
I have some ideas.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you terrify me now. Now that you got fish bones.
Ideas.
That's fucking awesome.
You know, I think
Yeah, we have like. There's also like a big old pit that's in that building too. I don't know if Angel said it or mentioned it, but like when
There's
you
a
go
pit
inside
in the building?
there's like a
it's
there's a
huge.
huge pit. It's like maybe 12 feet deep. Inside is
Damn.
where they dumped all the raw cotton in before they bale it up. But it's like 12 feet deep, and it's probably another 12 feet in diameter, and it is it looks like something you could film like The Silence of the Lambs in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God.
Like,
Yeah, that
Please tell me that comes into
I actually
effect.
did
in
sounds
this
like
movie,
a
'cause
horror
that has
movie
to.
in itself.
Yeah, no
Jesus.
shit.
Yeah.
Called The
I'm
Pit.
telling you. Yeah, I mean, it's
I think
it's
there's
a really cool pit.
Yeah, like you have to be careful whenever you're walking around in there, because if you forget that it's there, I mean, honestly, if you fall in there, you're not going to have a good day.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
Well, you could
Jesus.
film something
And I'm
in
not
there in
getting
your
you
clown
out.
getup.
Yeah, there you go.
See,
Yeah,
I don't
Bash
know
the
if you
Clown.
guys
The clown
can
in
see
the cotton
pictures
mill,
I've been
you know what I
putting
mean?
up of. Yeah, I put some pictures up of myself. I just took like some selfies in my costume of the clown, and I've been posting them up on my profile to kind of
I'm
advertise my clown.
gonna have to
Back
do
there
a
at Creepy
cool
Hollow.
What the fuck is
Ooh.
that?
See, you need to come
I
here
like
and
the
take
painting.
a shoot with Bash the Clown. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be cool.
that'd be
Shit.
cool. I like this mask.
I did some really
It's beautiful.
pictures across the street
I like the
in
purple.
with the clown. I mean, it just has the aesthetics for everything. It's just perfect
Yeah.
for anything creepy or
Everything.
whatever.
Mhm.
That's cool. No, that's good. Just like I said, it just adds to the element. I mean, you gotta have grungy, you gotta have dirty, you gotta have, that farm aesthetic. So I mean, if that fills the role, man, go for it. And sounds like it does. And yeah, I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was
We have
filmed on a
Yeah.
farm.
we even have behind the cotton gin we have old combines that are abandoned too. They're down aesthetic farm life, just down equipment and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sitting there. Big old tractor tires and stuff. It's just really cool for everything. And I was like, that's why I kept telling Josh, hey, let's do this across the street from my house. Let's do it across the
That's
street from
wicked,
my house.
man.
It'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I can make it.
Not only is it convenient, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Mm.
right.
Hell, we can use my house if we needed to do like the rest of the movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have
Right.
plenty of room
Yeah.
here to do it. So
Oh yes.
You know, I'm really
Put something
curious
here on the horror side of my house.
about the location for the second Texas Chainsaw. Like, I really think that's cool how they had it all, like kind of underground looking and stuff. I wonder, like, I want to know about the location for that movie.
Yeah, that looked really cool. I don't know how to describe that, but I mean it almost looked like they found a bunker or something to do that in, or maybe
Yeah.
yeah,
It was almost like catacombs.
yeah, or maybe like an old like concrete plant or something like that. Because I mean, it just had that weird look to it, and there was a lot of concrete there, and
True.
maybe they were maybe they had some stuff that they could set that up with. I never really did look into that. Probably
I didn't
should.
either. Yeah, because that was
Yeah.
legit, man.
The set design for that was really
I
cool.
know a guy. I know a guy that can shoot in a bunker.
Yeah,
Shit.
Clarence knows
like-
everybody.
be like
Clearly,
do another 10 Cloverfield Lane. You know what I mean?
yes. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Which
Hell
was
yes.
awesome.
make it happen. I don't care.
So, yeah, like I said, it's a Texas Chainsaw fan film, and was there any other? I know Josh had done a Halloween fan film, and so I think Cody got to play Michael Myers in that as well. So it's cool that.
Cody's too
You're
small
doing-
for Michael Myers.
Well,
That's
man,
kinda
went
what I
back then.
thought.
Yeah, that's like.
I
me and
feel
Clint
like
talked
he might
about
be
that.
too big for Leatherface because I mean, you know, you look at Gunner. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
he wasn't that big. I mean, he was
Mhm.
kind of pear shaped almost. It's like he's like got the
Yeah.
opposite thing going
Yeah.
on. That Cody dude.
The
So I
dad
would be a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
Leatherface because I'm
Yeah.
muffin shaped.
There you go.
That'd be good.
Muffins.
Be all right.
No,
He looked like a busted can of biscuits that fell from the top shelf of Pillsbury. Well,
I
you
think
go.
they were, definitely going for an intimidating look. And, Cody is, at least to me, he's pretty intimidating, but to me,
yeah.
everybody's intimidating.
Dude's fucking huge. The dude is humongous.
Kind of me too.
Yeah,
I'm on the
he-
small side.
He looks
Yeah,
fluffy to me.
even fluffy.
You're jacked, Clint. That's what Peter Anthony said. He said you were jacked.
Yeah, okay.
You're
I
a
must have
jacked
just
little
been-
dude. Was his words.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a jacked little dude. Like, fuck. All right.
Yeah, I am trying, but
Yeah, look, fucking
Jacked.
Clarence gonna rip through his fucking shirt.
We do have to give a shout out to Josh. I don't know if y'all already did this, but it is his birthday today.
yes.
We
Happy
did.
birthday, Josh.
Yes.
How old's that guy?
I'm not sure.
He ain't gonna say, they ain't gonna say that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get to talk to him, because I thought maybe I'd have one more person on here that I could say, hey, Jason Goes to Hell is awesome. And
Yeah.
'cause I saw that's one of yeah, I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but I watched it again recently and I was like, fuck, this is way better than I remember. And like Steve Williams fucking makes that movie. And I saw Steve Williams down at Carolina Fear Fest, and that dude made me laugh inside of like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a funny guy.
yeah. Like, well, the first thing he did is like, we weren't even near him. He just stood up at his table. And he's like, "Hey, y'all, free beer over here." You know,
Yeah.
so it's like,
I ran right the fuck. I
was like, "Well, we're going over there."
Oh,
Shit!
she's back. She's right back. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, I was like, what did he say? So we just go over.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
well, that
yeah.
was a fucking ploy.
We were like, "Where's the free
I paid
beer?"
money
You know,
and got a selfie.
and then, yeah, absolutely, got a picture, and a signature. And when we were getting the picture, he's like, "Hey, you might want to turn the flash on. I'll disappear on you." And like, I had one photo where I'm like this, because he made me laugh just with that. So yeah, he's an awesome dude. So
awesome.
weren't like three of you like working Carolina Fear Fest? I mean, I know you were. And I know Amy was there. I don't think she was working it.
Too.
You were working there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw some pictures of you
Amy,
there. I don't
Amy
remember
just
seeing
showed
you.
up.
Yeah.
I was there. Angel was there. And
Jamie
Paul,
was there.
He was there. Paul helped
Yeah.
out on the behind the scenes on the
On the grind.
which is Angel's old. Yeah.
My man.
Because one of the pictures of the chainsaw, like basically sitting on top of Angel's face, was Paul standing on top of the table holding the chainsaw, where I was able to take pictures.
Yeah, I'm like, I bet you really want to do this in real life sometimes, don't you? Don't you, Paul?
When you really want to half.
Right.
Oh, well, so we do have a intruder. He said he'd hop on for a minute if he could, and here he be.
What's going on?
So we have the Leatherface. Yeah.
He's in between
What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Yep.
Deal. Good. I'm here at work. Thought I'd jump on and tell you guys hi. Do what?
I don't know. I missed it.
Wait, why?
I did too.
Well, thanks for hopping on, brother. Like I said, I knew you might not be able to come on here. We appreciate you just hopping on and saying, "Hey, we'll have to do a more formal interview when we can."
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like I said, I was just sitting here at work, and I get out in about 3 hours, but it's starting to die down here. So I thought I'd just jump on and thank you guys for supporting the film and everything. So.
Oh, absolutely,
man. Thank you for rocking the shit out of Leatherface, man.
Well, I try to.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're looking forward to it. Like I said, we watched the trailer and we're automatically like, oh yeah, that's gonna go on the board for most anticipated.
It's gonna be killer.
It's gonna be amazing.
Very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to be Leatherface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've always played Jason.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely. So you've played Jason and Michael Myers thus far, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a trifecta down. He's gonna have Leatherface too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
I
we
heard
gotta do
you
'em
guys. I heard you guys say I was too big to play Michael Myers.
all.
I didn't say that. Clint said that. Fuck that. I didn't say that. You ain't too big to play nothing. You play whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
want to
I
play,
said that.
Oh,
I
all right.
said that.
Okay. Clarence said it.
Okay,
Oh,
it's clear.
I can play my. I got the show. You're as big as like.
Phew, jeez.
Mm.
Well, I wouldn't fuck with the
You
man.
can
There ain't
lift-
no way.
With the chain knife. Okay.
Yeah, and I've worked with Angel before on a
I
few
would.
things.
Yeah. Yep. I
What
love
have you
working
guys?
with
What have
Cody.
you guys worked on together?
Yeah.
Well, there was that one Crystal Lake thing that went all to hell because Stephen Bastion's not a good person. There was that one project, and then there was another project, the hurricane one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it never even got printed or finished or nothing like that.
Damn.
No, I actually do have some of the footage from that, but there was a really cool scene where we pieced together a whip pan, and Cody, is wearing his mask and has the axe, and then we whip panned to me standing by the tree with the axe going into the tree, and it just looked so sick put together. Like it was awesome.
This is the best thing about having masks just laying around. You can pick one
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
just throw one on whenever
Just
the fuck
whenever.
you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I don't have that luxury.
I had to take a double take. At first, I thought that was like Heath Ledger's Joker, but no, it's Michael
That's
Myers.
Michael Myers. Definitely Michael Myers.
Yeah. Whoa!
No, and you get the finger.
Said the wrong shit. Oh, all right.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Shit. That's the pissed off Michael Myers,
Yeah.
sassy Michael Myers,
2018.
right? No, I mean this is definitely one that just kind of, we were following Steve Merlot's project, Sawyer Massacre, and that looked good in itself, and then this came out and it was like on a whole nother level, like we were talking about earlier, Cody, with the griminess. Like it just feels dirty. Like it feels, and I mean, honestly, not to say that, I mean, I don't think there is a clean Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and if there is, you didn't do it right. So, but this one just feels like you have to go take a shower after watching the teaser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's kudos to all you guys. So it definitely looks amazing, and like I was telling Clarence, it's an ambitious project. Obviously, Texas Chainsaw. It's it's not one that people tend to get behind as far as fan films. Well, what's funny about it though is that there's more Texas Chainsaw fan films than there are Nightmare on Elm Street fan films, and I mean, obviously, Robert Englund is probably one of the biggest reasons why, because how are you going to even have a Freddy without him? And
Right.
these guys you can put a mask on, but at the same time it's not just the mask. Like you have to know how to move, you have to know how to do things,
The mannerisms. Yeah.
So it's not easy to do it either way.
No.
People always bitch about that, and they always say, "Oh well, you just have a mask on." You get your ass behind a mask for 4 or 5 hours, and let me know how you feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you making out with Freddie? Jesus Christ! I don't condone these actions. I don't condone them. But it looked good.
That's a pretty good looking mask.
Damn right. Damn right.
But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here.
All right, brother, man.
Thank
Thank you so
coming
much
in.
for hopping on, man.
Oh
Good
yeah,
to
no
see you,
problem.
Cody.
And, yeah, good seeing you, Angel, and
Break the
thanks guys
concrete,
for
Hawk.
watch me at CreepyCon this weekend. I'm gonna be a guest there, so
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
hell yeah.
in
And makeup?
Knoxville, Tennessee. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
be in costume and everything. So
Okay, awesome.
I'll be posting like links and some pictures for everybody. So
Oh, hell yeah. We'll share them on the page.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll put them on the page, 100%.
cool. And I'll be Leatherface there too. I'm gonna be Leatherface Sunday. So
All right.
Oh yeah, we'll post them.
Sweet.
Of course.
All right.
All right.
All right,
Thanks again,
fellas.
man.
I'll see
All
y'all.
right, brother.
See
Take
you.
care, man.
Thanks.
Yep.
Right. Well, that was cool.
All
I
right.
figured he said if he could hop in, he'd hop in. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm glad you could.
yeah, I mean, we don't want to keep you guys on there too
Yeah.
long. We just wanted to kind of get an idea of what to expect with this because
Mhm.
again, we're big advocates of indie films, but it hits a little bit harder when it's a fan film, like
Mm.
Texas Chainsaw, Friday the 13th, Halloween, especially when it's got the things that we've seen in it. When it differentiates itself from other projects. It just looks really good and it looks amazing and we can't wait to see it. So yeah, I mean, if you guys, Clint, this is your thing. Yeah, go
real quick.
go.
Yeah, no, I wanted to take a little side trip because
Uh-oh.
before we go, doing the important stuff, like
Right.
promoting it, and where to find everything, like we brought it up, the new Texas Chainsaw film,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of mixed reviews on that, and at the risk of sounding stupid, I actually liked it, and I had a lot of fun watching it. And I thought it was really cool how they brought in, kind of like the hipster movement thing, trying to save an old town, like expanded into like just bringing in a bunch of people and creating a community, and then just get shit all over, by this Leatherface type character. And I say Leatherface type character because I'm like, there's a lot of things that don't make sense about this storyline, and I'm wondering, in my own mind, if that was actually Leatherface.
Look,
I don't think it was.
Kills, for fuck's sake.
I don't think it was. Just look at the scenario. He wasn't at the house. He went back to the house at the end of the movie. He's at an orphanage. Why the fuck is he at an orphanage? And shouldn't he be like in his 70s by now? He was very nimble and agile for somebody who's supposedly in their 70s. You know what I mean? And he's performing all these kills. We never figured out who the fuck the old lady was.
Is he Chuck Norris?
Maybe she worked at the orphanage there.
Chuck fucking Norris
I'm
is
just
like
saying,
80.
maybe it wasn't Leatherface. And that would make it a whole lot more cool if like maybe they did another movie and then they exposed that. Like it was just somebody affiliated
Copycat.
who went back to the house to reunite with the family.
Is. The Grind is the real sequel. The Grind is the real.
I can dig the thought process. I hadn't thought about it like that, but
there's another indicator. They brought back the Texas Ranger who was supposedly the Sally who survived from the first movie, and he didn't recognize her. They made a point to do that. They're like, she's like, you don't know who I am, do you? You know what I mean? So I'm like,
this is what he does. This is what he does. He takes a horror movie that should be just fucking.
I thought while we had the opportunity, I get your take on it. You know what I mean?
He's got to bring
questions.
He's got to bring all this bullshit scenario in and just.
I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
It brings up some good questions, and no, I can dig it. It gives me something to think about. And now, like when I go back and watch it again, I'll be like, I wonder.
Well, I can't lie. I gave him so much shit with Halloween Kills, like because I hated that movie when I first watched it. I fucking could not stand that movie. I hated it, and then I went back and watched it. Literally, when did I say, Clint? Monday, Tuesday?
I think it was
last week. Yeah, right before. Yeah, so watched it again, and I guess I have a little more appreciation for it now. I still fucking hate it. Like I still some of the shit that's in it's just off the wall. Bro, you're not gonna kick somebody in the arm with a Desert Eagle and it's gonna flip around and she's gonna shoot herself.
That's
dumb. Not fucking happening.
But
unless you completely broke her fucking wrist and did that, that's not happening. No, not happening. Clarence is down thinking about it. I'm worried that he's gonna try to debunk that and be like, "No, wait a minute, Don. Wait a minute." But everybody knows that's not happening. The way he kicked it and it spun around, it's just.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb, but
yeah. Other than that,
it could have been Chuck Norris. You never know. We could have roundhouse kicked it.
No, I could definitely see a Chuck Norris cameo happening in The Grind.
I'm pretty sure I want to now. They kick the fuck out of Leatherface.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
But
Yeah.
No, I mean, and I appreciate the fact that, Clarence, especially you and Josh doing this.
Hey,
Well, hi
man.
there, buddy.
Oh, hey.
But no,
They said, hey,
I appreciate
have
what you
headphones
guys
on,
are
so
doing
you
with
can't hear 'em.
with this. And the fact that you got Angel and you got Amy. I mean, you got two, people that know what they're doing. Not to mention Cody. But see, this coming to life like it did with just the teaser trailer, and it being as good as it was. I mean, I can only imagine how the full movie is going to be. And that was the other thing too. Is this a So it's a fan film. This isn't it's not a short film. It's a full length, right?
It's actually
I
a
think,
short film. I think
yeah,
I
it's,
think he's got it allotted for like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
45. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it can be
But,
submitted in the festivals and stuff like that.
mm,
So, yeah.
but for sure, you can definitely expect tons of blood and tons of screaming, at least from my end.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. The script, the way it's written, it's gnarly and it's pretty sick. So I'm excited for everybody to see it. I'm very excited to be a part of it, and I'm very, very excited that Clarence, was brought on, because he just has a great eye for things, and I think this is going to be a really well received fan film.
I'm hoping so. We're gonna
Mhm.
absolutely push the shit out of this. I know
What's
there's not a lot out there.
What's the shooting
now.
schedule look like?
Yeah, you got it's
So
next year, right?
no, we're actually shooting in a few weeks. We're shooting at the beginning of October.
Damn.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then release is going to be next
October.
year, or you shooting for this year?
I think we're probably going to try to shoot for the release next year, I think, Clarence.
Hey, as
Um,
long as we can get it in, I can make it happen faster.
yeah.
Should be
So,
out
I mean,
I'm just saying,
Christmas
it's like,
Day.
I don't like to sit around on work, because when you work a project, you don't want to be a part of so many, and then you lose that passion on that one.
yeah,
So I like to put all my focus on that one, make it.
and get it knocked out.
I don't like. Basically, I lose sleep over because I want to sit there and watch it and over and over and over and over until I have it perfect in my head, and then I have it perfect on the screen. But I don't like working on a lot of things.
No.
Simultaneously,
especially stuff
when it
like
comes
this.
to making something like that. So it's like, I want to make it, I want to get it done and get it done quickly, but I don't want to skimp on stuff, because detail and effects are just the things that we need. And thank God we got Angel with us with the special effects makeup and things like that, because she's a dual purpose person. Not only is she a great actor, but she's
multi-talented,
a great makeup artist.
Yeah,
So
multi-talented.
So we'll be just like jumping in on this, and doing like the visual aesthetics on stuff, and not only that, but with my background on improvising weapons and things that could be very gnarly and stuff, I can make things as I go and not make it look fake.
Right.
I always, like, if I make a weapon, you can ask Angel. I made a meat hook out of a rod, but I made it real. It wasn't fake. So if I actually hit somebody with it, would have stuck in them, because I don't like the aesthetics of any fake stuff. Because you look at it, you go, that's fake.
That's fake.
I could make that in my garage out of Eva foam or whatever. It's like, I make it out of the real stuff, make it super. So if somebody uses it, it's going to look real. But then I can also take that and make a prop piece, so it looks just like the one that it's real, but make it to look where it's stabbing you or something like that, and it's stuck halfway through your body.
Yeah.
And it's still real metal. It's not fake or anything.
But that's cool, man.
With all of our talents on this, there's so many talented people in this small little group. There's so many talented people that if we could do a lot of the things in-house without really outsourcing anything, which is great for budget and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
we have a talented
Yeah.
group where we're going to make this film not only gnarly and grungy and just bloody as hell, but we're going to make it look like it did in the 70s, where it's like the visual is where everybody sees, where you see cuts and ripped open guts hanging out stuff. It's not going to be CGI shit. It's going to be like legit stuff.
Mhm.
It's not going
Good.
to be fake.
Good.
I don't like messing with anything fake because, like I said, if I'm looking through my viewfinder and I'm looking at it and it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to me as a videographer or cinematographer, I don't want to put my name on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think what we got going on now with the talents that we have and then the story that we got going, this is going to be like Don was saying, one of an anticipated fan films for Chainsaw Massacre. It's a really good step off from the original to show you the side of face that nobody sees. Just
That's gonna. I mean, it sounds, man. I mean,
the sense side.
So
Much like, and that's what we're going to capture. But not only that, we're going to capture that nasty, gnarly look.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. So this is supposed to be 70s style? I mean, we're shooting for that time period? Yeah, I noticed the bell bottoms in the teaser.
Yeah, right.
That was cool. Yeah. That's awesome. I love the 70s.
Me too. And I wasn't even born until '83, but I loved
It
70s.
kind of sucked. I had to color grade my work to make it look like very grainy and filmy. Like I wanted to make it a crisp 8K video, but whatever.
Fuck that. No.
But we opted to downgrade it to give it that So
Feel.
They took melted butter and just poured it on the film. Fucking that's real. Now it's dirty, grungy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ran it through the popcorn machine.
Right. It's
machine. Twice.
It sounds twice. Fuck, it's real dirty, guys. I mean, goddamn, the title, it's called The Grind for a reason. For a reason. So
it's filthy.
Gotta be grimy.
It's filthy.
Grungy.
Yep.
Yeah, like with Amy and Brett, and Jason, as head effects, and it's just, like I don't even know what to expect, even though I know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it even more sweet, because like I can always have this idea of how things are gonna go on set, and like how the scenes are gonna play out, like in my head. But then once everybody gets together and you actually see it, on
Totally
camera, it's just, it's yeah.
Yeah. That's how we do our podcast. Like we have a way of thinking it's going to come out, and it never fucking does. It never does. We just wing it.
No.
In my days of special operations, where we decided, hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to go infiltrate this house, and we're going to kick in this door, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to snatch and grab and go, and it never works out like that.
Never works. Nope.
It's like,
No.
Look good on paper.
Right.
That's right.
We were looking at it on a piece of fucking paper.
The plan's only good until first contact.
You want to order, then mission comes, and it's like, that's not at all what happened.
Yeah.
Just look good on paper.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, Clint, I'll let you do your thing, man. Like I said, we don't want to keep you guys on here too late. Man, I mean, it's
yeah.
Phew.
Well, since we only got two of you, I'd like to encourage people to follow you and keep up to date on what you got going on. So maybe we can start, with Angel. Where can people find you on social media, and how can they follow you?
Oh yeah, just look me up on Facebook, Angel Bradford. And then on Instagram, it's angelnicole.b, but Nicole is spelled with an H, so angelnicole.b. Also have a TikTok and stuff too, but I'm not really on that. But that's also angelnicole.b.
What's your other projects you got?
Oh man, I have
You have so fucking many, I know, right? This is another hour.
Wolf Hollow.
Yeah, Wolf Hollow filming for that went amazing. Just got done with Depravity. shooting. I'm actually going to Kentucky on Monday for 2 weeks for Demon Hunter, Time to Kill. And then LA next year for The Dead Place with David Howard Thornton. And yeah, I already have some projects booking up for next year too. I'm booked up to March.
That's awesome.
Fuck, and you did Debbie Does Demons.
Yep.
You worked on that. Yeah. Yeah.
I was Debbie. That was fun.
One of our guests, Morgan, was on there too. Morgan Thompson. Right?
Yep. I love her. I just got to see her on Depravity too. I'm working with her on a lot.
She's awesome.
That's
we had
great.
a great interview with her.
Glad you guys have chemistry. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All
right, Clarence, where can people find you, follow you, hit you up?
Oh, they don't want to follow me because I leave a stinky trail.
Nah, fuck it.
Price you pay. So. But you can find me on Facebook. Just put in my name, Clarence Adams, and then normally I'll pop up. It's the picture with a guy standing with the Michael Myers chair. Same thing with the Instagram. It's Clarence Adams at 4532. That's right there on Instagram. I got a TikTok. I got a couple thousand people on there. I think it's 47,000 followers on there, but I can't remember the name of it. Quit Buying Group texting. But future stuff I got not as much as Angel, of course, but it's a lot of photo shoots and stuff.
Nobody has as much as Angel. Jesus.
A Gorilla DeVille pinup about to happen. So we got a Gorilla DeVille pinup that's going to be taking place next
You're
Sunday.
doing that with Jamie?
Next Sunday. I got some.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Fuck.
I think I saw that get up. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be busting that out. She's excited for that. So.
Oh yeah, she is ecstatic. She hit me up today about it.
I got a few more things that be popping up. Of course, the haunted house will be starting up in September. Creepy haunted house in Bishopville. That will be September 16th as the haunt season starts. Then I also got PowerCon coming up where I'll be playing Batman. Batman. And then also in October I'll be doing some more Batman in Fayetteville, doing the 66 Batman with Karen Whitfield, who actually was the Batgirl in 1966. So I get to dress up like that.
That's
I'm
cool
going to
shit.
do a photo op of herself as well. So that's going to be really, really cool. And I got my buddy Kaz, who's going to do the 1966 Burt Ward version of Robin. So we're going to have Batgirl, and Robin, and we're going to get a big photo op together because this times is actually going to do in costume photo op with the original costume. So that's really cool. I can't wait.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And of course, I'm making a few more cosplays and characters and stuff that I'm shooting some photo shoots with. And I got my wife Amber Adams, who are going to be doing a steampunk, which I showed you the costume on the mannequin, the steampunk costume. She's going to actually model that for me. I can't wait for that. So I'm so excited. She's finally going to step out and model some stuff for me. So I'm going to try to put that in some magazines as well. What else? There's some other stuff popping up, but that's later on through the year. So, but yeah, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you can find this ugly face somewhere, there's no one else that looks like this unless you're Clint, because he looks ugly too. You know, has a face that a mother could love. Looks like a kid that had a trick or treat over the telephone, but you know.
That's right. That's right.
Shit.
What we did. I sent the dog and I called on the phone. That's what happened.
Fuck.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So, and there's a Facebook page for the movie itself. I mean, I think I found that right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, so people can maybe expect updates.
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey, I'll
we'll
send you the link.
definitely when we're on set, we'll definitely be posting, behind the scenes and stuff to kind of keep people, in the loop and excited before actual release.
Post the shit out of that on our page, because if you don't, we will.
Okay.
'Cause we want people to know about this.
Was the military
Everybody
always
must
taught me you
know.
always double tap, so
That's right.
do it.
Many places you can get. That's right. That's right. So yeah, guys, you've been fan-fucking-tastic, as I knew it would be. I knew it was going to be an amazing interview. So, yeah, we can't thank you guys enough for hopping on here with us.
Thank you so much.
It's been
Thanks for
great.
having us.
Yeah, as as it gets closer, we definitely get you guys back on here, because again, I want people to want to watch this and want to see it, and we'll continue doing what we do, pushing it, mentioning it, showing it when we can, and we'll do what we can to get it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys so much, and yeah, we're definitely excited to see it. Gritty.
That's right.
All that nastiness. The blood's real crunchy.
Damn right. I like crunchy stuff. But guys, we like I said, we'll let you guys go, and like I said, just hit us up on our page, Hamityville Horror Podcast.
Absolutely. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for visiting Hamityville Horror. Don, you have any parting words?
Don't let the bad ones ruin a good time.
All right. And I hope you find movies that haunt you. Good night, everybody.
See you guys.
Chicken grease.
Damn right.
Holy shit. It's just me now. All right.